About 2 years ago, I was invited to give a barbershop talk out on Edisto Island. I had about 100 men to show up, pretty much just like you here. And I gave the parameters, the important information about colon cancer. And I was telling folk that, number one, according to the recent literature, you need to have a colonoscopy starting at 50, but if you have a family history, you need to start a little earlier getting screened for colon cancer. And if you also have a history of heavy smoking, you may want to get your colonoscopy early. But 50 is the year under ordinary circumstances. And then it's done every 5 years. And to your point, sir, if you have a colonoscopy and the doctor doesn't find anything, no polyps in the colonoscopy, then he's going to tell you 10 years. But if he finds something, if he finds a polyp, and by the way, a polyp, just think of a polyp as like a little grape that's growing away from the wall of the large bowel. And what they do is they take that out, because if they don't take it out, it will go on to develop into cancer. So let's say that he has to remove 1 or 2 polyps, and they'll tell you that maybe the next visit when you come in. If he tells you that he had to remove a couple of polyps, that is why he tells you you need to come back in 5 years. Some people, they will say 3 years, depending on the amount of polyps that they have to use. So that makes the determination as to whether or not it's 10 years or 5 years. You may have heard, I did on radio a couple of months ago. The name of it was called The Rules of the Colonoscopy, The Rules of the Colonoscopy. And I talked about that. Okay? So, every 5 years, if something is going on, 10 years, if they don't find anything. So anyway, I was giving this information, and man got up and he said, well, my doctor's never told me about a colonoscopy, never even mentioned it to me. He said, I'm 65, I'm not having any symptoms of anything, but I'm going to go and mention it and have it done. Called me back about 2 weeks later and said, Dr. Bell, I got stage 4 colon cancer. Stage 4. So I'm switching over to you. I want you to take over my care. So I immediately sent him to the medical university. He did have the surgery. He did have the chemotherapy. And he's on his way to recovery now. But he never got told. He said, if I had gotten told that I needed to have it, I would have definitely done it. If I didn't come to this conference today, I would have been out of here. So you see why having information. Now, if I give you the information and you still decide not to take the recommendation, that's on you. That's on you. So, bottom line is, get the colonoscopy. Your insurance company will pay for it. If your doctor has not mentioned it, mention it to him. All right? Mention it to him. Remember, racism and bias still exist in the medical profession. Amen. All right? So, you need to take that under consideration. Okay?